Alright, today what we're going to be starting off with is creating something from your Google Drive, and you're going to be creating something that is called a form. A form is actually going to be a questionnaire that you're going to be making. To begin with, please title your form, and we're going to start off with this being titled, start out with your name. Alright. And for your first one, we're going to go ahead and ask a question. So you're going to be typing in, what is your question? And and I'll also give you a description. So let's title it, Your Thoughts About 2D Art First Order. My first question is going to be about the 3D drawing and blocks and shading project. And after that, if you have something that you need to write that's a little bit more specific, you can write in a little bit more explanation there. So what I'm going to be asking is a multiple choice question. So I click that, and then we're going to go ahead for my first option. It's we used colored pencils. Was it difficult? Was it easy? Let me click another box. Too easy. Alright, and maybe I'll go back and change this one. After you have that done, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add another item, and adding another item is adding another question. For my second question, I'm going to go ahead and I wrote down perspective drawing. And what I want to know about your perspective drawing was it it's supposed to be where is perspective in your everyday life. So that's my question. Now I'm going to choose what kind of thing I have here. So I'm going to have, do I want to choose from a list? Do I want checkboxes, multiple choice? Or should I have you write something? Let's go ahead and have this one be a writing answer. So you can answer a couple of things about this. I'm going to add another question. This question is going to be, this gives you a little bit of a preview of what it's going to look like. So here I'm going to be asking you a question about the string art project. For the string art project, I'm going to be asking, was it let's go ahead with checkboxes. So option 1. Have more colors of So my questions that I have for you that you're going to check the list, check mark the ones that you want. I have more colors of string, have more background colors. Did you need more practice, more time to work? And I'm going to, at this one, make sure that you are going to answer this one. So I'm going to go up here to a required question. And that makes me think, you know what, this one over here, I also want to make sure that this is a required question so that you're not able to skip it. So let's go back up to edit. And for this one, I'm going to also check mark that box so that you will not be able to go on until you have answered that question. Our last and final one here, I want to ask a question about the comic arts and see what kind of question I want you to answer on this one. For this one I chose, since it's a new project, I wanted a different kind of question, and I'm going to have you fill in a Likert scale. And a Likert scale is whether or not you liked it or not. So here I have, first of all, it's going to be 1 through 5, and you can change this if you need to. 1 being I did not like, and 5, the highest, being liked very much. Now, to go along with that, I think since that's a new project, we can fill that one in. I'd like to ask a little bit more of a question with this one. So that one didn't exactly give me enough information, so I need to ask another question. So again, with the comic art, I'm going to be asking what improvements to the project should be made. And in here, I'm going to go ahead and have more check boxes. That one worked well. You could also use choose from a list. So if you go ahead and you could make your list. Alright, so I have choosing from a list, and I can ask if you need more, less time allowed, less boxes, or more boxes to tell your story. Now I am finished with all of my questionnaire, so I'm going to go to done. Once you are done, then what you're going to be able to do is to share and send the form, and I need to figure out who I'm going to send this form to. So I'm going to send the form, and when I send it, I can do this a couple of different ways. So I'm going to share it with everybody in class. So this is either, let's say if this was 4th hour, I'm going to choose, I already have my 4th hour, 7th grade, 28 people in that group. We're also going to be setting up all of your groups for you to be able to set up in your inbox or your address book. And I also want to send a copy. Another option, instead of sending it that way, you could also embed it. When you embed it, you're going to be able to take this and highlight it. So if you take all of this, you could put this into a website. You could put this, you could also send this to each other with your documents. So I'm going to go back to this one, and obviously you could share it in some other ways, but we're not going to.